Hi, good afternoon. I am going to, in preparation for us getting started next week in Word. Remember, I said that for the last four modules, we have been kind of going over the basics of computers, talking about just getting familiar with the terminology, getting familiar with how to search online, just kind of reviewing some basics. And so this week we'll be getting started with Microsoft Word. And what I'd like to show you, if I can get this open, I'm going to log into my SkyDrive here. Remember, you all created that back in Module 1. How you can take advantage of the web apps within SkyDrive. Now, you can do this on any computer. This is a Mac that I'm on, so you can do this on any machine, doesn't matter with the operating system. I'm going to click on Create and open up Microsoft Word. One of the reasons I had you to look at SkyDrive and Module 1 and then the last module to look at Google Drive is I wanted to give you a tool set of free applications that you can use to do basic word processing and spreadsheet analysis. Now, what I'm showing you here is a free Word app. It's within SkyDrive that you can do basic formatting. Now, for this class, remember I said that you needed the full version of Microsoft Office. However, there's a lot of things that you can accomplish with this free app. And it's free to you because you have an Ogeechee Tech email account. And this is what Microsoft Word looks like in the SkyDrive app. And it looks very similar. I'll be doing other videos on Microsoft Word, the full version. But I wanted to point this out because here again, I don't use Windows OS at home. I do have a couple of laptops that have it on there. For the most part, I use Mac. And this is a native Word interface. Across the top here, you'll see the ribbon. So when you open up Microsoft Word, even in the Word app, you'll see this ribbon. This entire area here is called the ribbon. You'll see the different tabs: Home tab, Insert tab, Page Layout, View, and Review. And of course, File, which is this area is actually called the Backstage View. Now, if I was working not in the cloud in SkyDrive, but if I was working on a local copy of Microsoft Office or Microsoft Word, I would see other tabs across here. All right, let's go ahead and type a document or type some words. It's just a document. And what are some of the things using this free app that I can do with this document? Well, if I wanted to change the font, and by the way, most of our time we're going to be spent over here in this Home tab. And under the Home tab, you have your basic information. If you make a mistake, I can undo. My clipboard allows me to copy and paste information. My font allows me to, let's explore that, change the name of the font. Right now, by default, it's Calibri. But if I wanted to change this, my favorite font is actually Times New Roman. If I wanted to change that to Times New Roman, that's the way I would do that. If I wanted to change the size of the font, I can do that. If I wanted to change the color of the font, now remember, it's always going to be important to whatever changes that you want to make, you need to have that selection selected. This little pop-up here is a little pop-up menu. The great thing about Microsoft Office is that, close that out. The great thing about Microsoft Office is that it is very intuitive. And so it knows that since I have selected this text, I probably want to do something with the font. So I can bold it, I can italicize it, I can underline it, I can change it to red, and I can make it larger if I need to. Okay, all under the font tab. If I was not sure what a particular icon meant, if I point at the particular icon, you can see the tooltips that will pop up. And this one's telling me if I click here, it's going to shrink the font. So what happens if I click here? Don't know. I have a screen tip that's popped up that says clear formatting. And so I change the formatting and it goes back to whatever's default. Now, what if I wanted to save this information? Well, there are several ways I can save it. I can click over here on Share. This is my assignment. You can select here if you want the recipient of this document to be able to edit. If you want them to just be able to view, in other words, make it read only, then you want to change that here. And then you can click Share. And so basically what happens is this person, in this case me, I receive a link and it says, you know, I now have access to this document. And I don't even have to have a SkyDrive account in order for me to share this document. Another way is I can get a link. If I want, and I use this a lot in my classes, if I wanted to just post a link to this document, I can create link and I can share this on my social media accounts. I can create a bit link, which is a short link, and share that as well. I can email that link to someone. I can, like I said, share it on my social media. Once you give a person a link to this account, you just make sure that if you want them to edit it, be able to edit the document, then it is, make sure that that is there. If you don't want them to be able to edit the document, you just want them to be able to view only, then you want to change that option to view only. You retain the document on your computer. It's a great way for office collaboration or for document collaboration. I told you all at the beginning of the class, one of my last projects, I work with people from all over the world. And I had team members and a couple of people that I supervised were all over the world. And this is one of the things that we did. This is collaboration, which is a big thing now in business and industries, to be able to work with other people. It's also a soft skill. You can be the smartest person in the world, have all the knowledge with the largest title, but nobody wants to work with a grouch. Let's be honest. Nobody wants to be on a team with someone where they can't collaborate. In other words, get ideas from everybody around the table and then come to a consensus and finish the project. So I wanted to show you this in SkyDrive. Let me go over one other thing and I'll complete the video. If you wanted to click File, you wanted to just save this locally. This is called the Backstage view, by the way. I can click Save, but guess what? Every time that I make a change to this, it's automatically saved on SkyDrive. That's the cool thing. If I wanted to download a copy of this, I could download a copy and it would be downloaded to my personal computer. If I don't have any type of word processing software installed, then of course it's going to just open in whatever's default. But if I have Microsoft Word installed, then as you can see, I can open it up in Word. And it is now opened in Word on my computer. This is a Mac, so the Word that's open is going to look a little bit different if you're on a Windows-based machine. This concludes an overview on the Microsoft Word web app. This is for quick changes to a document. Maybe you're a little bit late in getting your Office 365 purchase. That's okay. You can use this. At least for the first assignment. However, it is limited and as to what you can do with it. But it's a really great tool. It's very similar to the application that Google is deploying using the Google Drive, which is why I had you to do that last week. Hope this has been helpful. Have a great afternoon.